And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, Diaw and Duncan at the 4 and the 5. Mills and Manu at the guard. And it's Bellinelli in at the 3 spot. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, Tim Duncan's such a huge part of this Spurs team on and off the court. As Coach Pop put it, he's a consummate pro. He takes great pride in fulfilling his responsibility to his teammates. He feels it very strongly. He sets the tone for the whole team. He's done it from the beginning, and people fall in line. Kevin, what a luxury.
A great player and great leader. Thanks, Doris. Here's Ainge after the basket by San Antonio. That's good. Ainge has got 6.
And those are not the kind of three-point opportunities you can give to shooters in the NBA. These guys are just too good.
You're exactly right. It'll burn you every time, just like it's burning them here.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, all 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, got the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it. And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
It's Ginobili with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ginobili's got 6.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. Get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Drexler throws it down hard.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet. And he's someone the defense has to keep track of at all times because, you know, even when he doesn't have the ball, he moves so well without it. He's constantly a threat to catch and shoot.
And Steve, just like you, when you shot, you had a favorite spot on the floor when you played. His favorite spot seems to be that 3 from the corner.
Yep.
Well, at this point, early in the season, still so much optimism for the season ahead. We all have our predictions, but there are always going to be some surprises out there, some surprise teams. And that's why we say all the time, that's why they tee it up and play the game.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Rebound, San Antonio. Mills with it. Pass to Green.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast. I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
A different look now for San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot. His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
From deep, Green. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now. Absolutely on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
He kicks to Diaw. Outside Leonard. He feeds it to Diaw. This one for 3. Green, no luck.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
And he gets it to go. Drexler's got 41.
It's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
For the three, and again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And if their last 5 makes, all have been from long range.
Yeah, and the defense has not done a good job of pressing in and denying. I mean, they're hanging back, playing on their heels. They're not being the aggressors here, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Portland out in front, up by 16.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas.
Look at what Drexler has done so far. He's got 44 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Well, you got that right. You can tell he's on target because as soon as the ball leaves his hands, it looks like every single one of them is going in.
Portland leading by 16. On the floor for Portland. Porter is out there with Drexler. Then there's Jerome Kersey. And there's Buck Williams. And it's Duck in at the 5.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Here's Leonard. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Leonard's got 7.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
A chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Coach Greg Popovich, the reigning coach of the year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a player's game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great feeling when players get together and do things as a group. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, giving his players room to lead and allowing them to take ownership, I mean, I think that's part of the genius of Popovich.
And Duncan gets double teamed. Splitter kicks to Parker. Spurs passing it around. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Deflects the pass. Pass to Kersey. Now the dish to Duckworth. Porter. There's the feed to Duckworth. Kicks to Drexler. Drexler drawing the double team. Kersey passes to Williams. Drexler outside. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Drexler's got 52 points.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Splitter, that's good.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for Daniel Green. And here's Drexler outside. And another 3 for Portland.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Porter with the steal.
That pass never had a chance there. His timing was perfect in going after that steal.
It's tipped. Parker with the steal. And now Parker pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Parker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence. They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Here's Bellinelli. Dishes to Splitter. Portland grabs the miss.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
There's the pass to Kersey. Feeds it to Porter. Kersey, he dishes it to Drexler. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game that just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch.
Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Diaz dishes to Parker. Good, and it's Diaz with the assist that time. 9 points for Tony Parker. Passes it to Kersey. He kicks it to Porter. Kersey with the ball. Drexler drawing the double team. Count that one.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
A challenging stretch for San Antonio here. Dishes it to Duncan. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess.
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Shots good by Drexler. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third. Parker outside. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Parker's got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Robinson. Oh, the buzzer beater. Amazing.
How about the killer instinct on display there?
Wow.
He didn't even flinch, just buried it like it was any other skateboard feat.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
Hills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. Ginobili out there with Matt Bonner. And it's Ayers in at the 5, home in the paint. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. No good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Brown with it. Picked up by Ginobili. It's Robinson high post. Wide open. Nice jump shot. Good. Well, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. The Steve last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
Yeah, and 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure.
Here's Duckworth. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
He can finish in the post. That's one thing we know about him.
And Mills kicks to air.